Good morning, students. In the last class, we have completed a topic that is changing role of public sector. And now, so today's class, we are going to start a new topic of the chapter third, that is multinational company or global enterprises. Let's start. Multinational consists of two different words, that is multi and national. Okay, multi means many and national means countries or nation. So multinational means a company which operates in many countries. Such a company has branches, factories, workshop in different countries. Okay, we are now studying the topic multinational companies or global enterprises, in which multinational, the word multinational has been consist of two different words, that is multi and national. Here multi means many, too much or many enterprises, as well as national means countries or nations. Okay, so when we combined it, we get the meaning that the many countries or many nations. So multinational means a company which operates in many countries. So from the word multinational, we get the meaning that the any company which operates in a many countries is called the multinational company. Such a company has branches, factories, workshop in different countries. Okay, such kind of multinational companies has their branches, their factories, as well as their workshop in the different countries. A multinational corporation is also known as transnational corporation, global enterprise, or international enterprise. Okay, the multinational corporation or company is also called the transnational company, corporation or company. That means the any company which work in the different nations or different countries, or also called global enterprises or international enterprises. The headquarter of multinational company are located in one country, that is from where it is originated, that is home country, and it carries business in other countries, that is host country. Okay, so the headquarter of multinational company is related to the one country, that is the origin of the any multinational company, that is called the home country, and it carries its business in the different other countries, and that is called the host countries. The multinational companies get incorporated in home country. Okay, and the any multinational company get incorporated or get registered in their home country, but they carries business in the all over the world and all other countries also. So we have taken the various example. Okay, that is Coca-Cola, Hyundai, Nike, Reebok, L'Oreal, Sony, LG, Samsung, etc. Okay, these all are the different examples of the multinational corporation. Okay, these all are the situated or originated in the one country, and they work as in the different countries, and they have the different, they carries their business in the different countries, that is host country, and its origin or the located in one country, that is home country. Okay, now what are the different features or characteristics of the multinational company? The main feature of the multinational companies are, first is giant size and huge capital resources. Okay, the asset and sales of the multinational companies are quite large. These companies operate on large scale. Their operations are so huge that sometimes their sales turnover exceed the gross national product of a developing country. For example, the physical asset of IBM. IBM is a any multinational corporation exceeds $8 billion. Okay. What is the meaning of giant size and the huge capital resources? That asset and sale of the multinational companies, the asset and the sale of the multinational companies are quite large. Okay. Any the sale the of whatever the what are the different multinational companies, their assets as well as their sales are too large, quite large. These companies operate on a large scale. They are the operate their business on the large scale. Their operation are so huge, their scale of operation are so huge that sometimes their sales exceed the any growth of the any country. That means the it the sales of the multinational corporation sometimes exceed the GDP of a country also. Okay, gross national product, it is GNP, gross national product. Okay, sometimes the sale of the multinational corporation also exceeding the gross national product. For example, we have taken the physical asset of IBM. It is the MNC. It exceeds the $8 billion. The sale of the IBM is exceed the $8 billion. So the multinational corporation or companies are the giant size, in very big size, and they have also very huge capital resources. They have very too much amount of capital resources. Next is centralized control. The branches of the multinational companies spread in different countries are controlled and managed from the headquarters located in the home country. Okay, there are different branches of the multinational companies in all over the world, but it is controlled and managed by the headquarters. That means headquarter which is located in the home country. Okay, the branches of the multinational companies are spread all over the countries, but it is managed as well as controlled by the from the headquarter which is located in their home country. All the branches operate within the policy framework formed by the headquarter. Okay, and there are different certain rules and regulations and policies framework which were decided by the headquarters. So all the other branches of the any MNC has to follow all the policies which is designed or regulated or formed by the headquarters. Next is advanced technology. Multinational companies make use of latest technology to supply world class product. They employ capital intensive technology and innovative techniques of production. Okay, the multinational companies always use they always prefer the modernization. That means they always use the latest technology to supply the world class product. When they use latest technology, so they are able to produce most qualitative product, more they have the most quality product, and when they product very effective goods, so they will supply in the other country. From that they are earning more and more profit. So they employ capital intensive technology. That means they using more and more capital intensive as comparison to labor intensive, so that the production of the MNC also too much and also increases, because they are using the capital intensive, and they always innovative techniques of production. They have always used new ideas for the production purpose. So they always use the latest technology for the production of goods and supply that product to all over the country, and they also employ and uses the capital intensive technology, that means uses machines in the producing the commodity, and always taken the new ideas for the production of the goods. Okay, now the next is expansion of the market territory. Due to its vast resources and excellent marketing skill, a multinational corporation has access to international market. It is able to sell its products, services in the different countries. It is also called MNCs. Okay, MNCs operate in more than one country. It has its branches, factories, offices in several countries. It operates through a network of branches and subsidiaries in the host country. Okay, now due to the vast resources, because the market of the MNCs and multinational corporates are too vast, so they uses the vast resources and excellent marketing skill. They have also the very top quality marketing skill, so that they can use more and more advertisement to attract the consumer or customer. For example, you have seen the various advertisement of Coca Cola and Mountain Dew. They always attract the consumer by doing the different kind of activities. So they have also uses a different kind of marketing skills. A multinational corporation has access to international market, so that they have the vast resources and using excellent marketing skill, so that they are able to access to the international market, where they purchase and sold their products. It is able to sell its products, services in the different countries. So they are able to sell their product in the different countries. A multinational corporation operates in the more than one country. Okay, by his name we know very well that it will operate their function in the many countries. It has its branches, factories, offices in the several countries. Okay, they have their different branches as well as different factories, offices in the all over the countries. It's operates through the network of branches. Okay, they have the different branches. From that they are operates their business and subsidiaries in the host country. Okay, they have also the subsidiaries, means they have different branches and subsidiaries which are auxiliaries for the multinational company. They are also work in the host countries where the different branches are there. Okay, so the expansion of the market of the multinational company is too much, and they have reached to the international market, as well as they are operating in the more than one countries. Their branches, factories, offices in the several countries, as well as they operates through the different branches and the subsidiaries which are in the host countries, where the different offices and branches are established. Okay, next is oligopolistic power. Oligopoly means power in the hand of the few companies. Only due to their giant size, the multinational company occupy a dominating position in the market. They also take over other firms to acquire huge power. For example, Hindustan Lever Limited acquired Tata Oil Mills, Ponds India, etc. to improve its market shares. Okay, oligopolistic means it is a market as well as the any it is a market where the only few sellers are there. So oligopoly means power in the hand of the few companies only. Okay, all the power of the market is under the few companies. Due to their giant size, the sizes of the MNCs are too much big, so the MNCs occupy a dominating position in the market. Okay, their size is very giant, so they have occupy all the they have occupy a market, as well as they have the dominating position in the market. They also take over other firms to acquire huge power. Okay, they also acquires the other small companies and merge it with the MNC, and they can also have the, when they merge all the small companies with it, they have the huge power, so they can also regulate as well as control all over the market. For example, Hindustan Lever Limited acquired Tata Oil Mills Ponds India to improve its market shares. Okay, MNC Hindustan Lever Limited acquired the Tata Oil Mills and Ponds India, so that the market of the MNC Hindustan Lever Limited will be the giant size, and they have they have the criteria, as well as they have in position to dominate all the market. Okay, next one is product innovation. Product innovation, these enterprises have highly sophisticated research and development department engaged in task of developing new product and superior design of existing product. Okay, in the these enterprises have highly sophisticated research, means too much complicated research and development department, and also the development department is also so much complex, as well as so much complicated, engaged in the task of developing new product. They are always engaged in producing a new kind of product and superior degree of existing product, and they have also a superior design of existing product. They always continue to do any kind of innovation, producing new kind of product as well as new ideas, so that they can they can attract the consumer and grabs all the consumer, and then they will earn more and more profit. For that purpose, they always engage in the doing new activities, new innovation, developing their product, as well as design a superior design of their existing product. Whatever they have product, they always decide to do different activities, design different kind of wrappers, as well as different kind of design, so that it becomes more attractive to the consumer, and consumer will purchase those commodity from this. Any MNC will earn more and more profit. Okay, next one is marketing strategies. Okay, they spend huge amount on marketing. Okay, marketing, here the marketing means all the sales promotion, how any MNC will promote their product, as well as in the advertisement. Okay, they spend huge amount of on marketing. They use aggressive marketing strategies in order to increase their sale in the short period. Their advertising and the sale promotion technique are normally very effective. Okay, let's see. They have too much different kind of marketing strategies, so they invest so much money on their marketing. So how can they attract the different customer? So they use aggressive marketing strategies. Okay, they are using different marketing strategies in order to increase their sale. They are using different kind of strategies, so that they can increase their sale in the shorter period means less than 1 year. Their advertising means giving the more and more money, and invest their money on the advertisement, whatever we have seen in the bulletin board, as well as in the television. So they always invest their too much money on their advertisement and the sales promotion. Okay, sales promotion, promoting their sales technique are normally very effective. It is very effective, so that they always invest huge amount on the marketing. They try to increase their sale in the shorter period, as well as they were more and more priority given to their advertisement as well as the sale promotion for the increasing their sales in the shorter period, so that they can earn more and more profit. Okay, now next is foreign collaboration. Foreign collaboration means global enterprise usually enter into agreement with Indian companies pertaining to the sale of technology, production of goods, use of brand name for the final product, etc. Okay. Now, global enterprises usually enter into the agreement. Okay. What are the different multinational companies as well as different global enterprises enter into any agreement with the Indian companies? Okay, with any Indian company, they have come into the agreement with the Indian company. Basically, it is related to the sale of technology, whatever the technology using for the production of goods, and as well as different production of goods, use of their brand name. For example, if the Coca-Cola is, so India will use their brand name, means Coca-Cola, for the producing the commodity as well as marketing. So it is the foreign collaboration, means any any global enterprises or multi corporation take any enter into agreement with the any companies. Now we have taken here the Indian companies for the using their brand name for the final product. So they also prefer to give the enter into the agreement with the other country, so that the market for the their product will be the vast, because it was always used in the headquarter where the any MNC is situated, or it is also related to the where the any MNCs come into the agreement with the any country. So the market size will be the giant, as well as they have earning more and more profit. So following safeguards must be taken to ensure the effective role of MNC in the host country like India. Okay, there were also some safety and safeguard to ensure that there should be effective role of MNCs in the host country, where they have the different branches, like the here we have taken the example of the India is the host country for the any MNCs. So MNC should be allowed to enter in high tech industries only, for example telecommunication and petrochemical. We have taken the example of the Reliance or anyone. Okay, so MNC should be allowed. Okay, for India it has given any condition that the MNC should be allowed to enter into high-tech industries. Whatever the high-tech industries, MNC should be allowed to be enter with the agreement with the high-tech industries. For example, any telecommunication as well as petrochemicals. Second one is MNC must bring direct foreign investment, so there is improvement in balance of payment. Okay, foreign investment means when any foreign companies or foreign institution invest their money in the India. Okay, it is called the investment from the foreign. So when any MNC is opened or have the relation with the have an agreement with the host country, so that other foreign investment will become, and the balance of payment means that means the income which is come in our country, and the any income which is gone outside the country, means income as well as expenditure, means outflow, the amount of income which is going from our country, and the inflow, that means any income which is come inside our country. So whenever we do any export means whenever we send our goods to other country, we get the inflow of the money, because they will make a payment. So it is inflow. Outflow means ki whenever any commodity is imported in our country, so that we will provide the payment, so that the money is gone outside from the country. So in the balance of payment, the outflow of foreign money, foreign currency should be equal to the inflow of the foreign currency. For that purpose, there should be when the MNC is any opened, MNC have any agreement with the India, so that the foreign investors invest their money in our country. From that, the inflow is also increases of the country. Next is, MNC should not be allowed to kill small domestic enterprises, but they must offer healthy competition to the domestic firm. Okay, here it is given that when the any agreement is done with the MNCs, it doesn't mean that they will end or wind up, they will end or kill the small domestic industries, whatever the any domestic industries are regulating in the India. It doesn't mean when the MNC come an agreement with the India, so that all the small industries as well as domestic industries will be end up, but they must offer healthy competition to the domestic firm. Okay, when the any MNCs come into the our India, so they, if they enter, so they can give the healthy environment. That doesn't mean ki any controversial competition. It should be healthy, it is should be in favorable to the competition, should be favorable, so that the domestic firm also increase their effectiveness as well as efficiency. So it means then when the company, when the MNC is came to an agreement with the India, it should be allowed with the high tech industries, not for the small industries. Okay, it is the first condition. And next condition is, when the MNCs is came into the agreement with the India, it should bring the foreign investment. Means a foreigner or the foreign investors must invest their money in the India, so that inflow of our currency is more than the outflow. Next condition is, MNC, when the MNC came to an agreement with the India, it doesn't mean that the all MNC will kill the small domestic industries, because they also somewhere the all the domestic industries also producing the commodity, as well as they are also contributing in the economic development of a country. But when the MNC come to India, they should provide, they should offer the some healthy competition with the domestic firm, so that they can the all the domestic firm can increase their efficiency, as well as they can procure more and more quality product, and also increase their effectiveness. So what we have studied, it will continue, it will started in the next class, so I will not start in today's class. So what we have studied, let's recapitulate what we have studied, that the multinational companies, it is the two different word, that is multi as well as national. Multi means many and national means country. So multinational means a company which operates in many countries. Okay, any company which operates in the many countries is called the multinational companies. So multinational companies is also known as transnational corporation, global enterprises, and the international enterprises. And the headquarter of the MNC are located in the one country, that means home country, and it carries business in the other countries like the host country. The multinational company get incorporated, that means the multinational company get registered in the home country, but they carries business in the other countries like host country. So these all are the example: Coca-Cola, Hyundai, Nike, Reebok, L'Oreal, Sony, LG, Samsung. You know all these brand. Okay, so next is there are different features of the multinational companies, that is giant size and giant size and huge capital resources, centralized controlled, advanced technology, expansion of the market territory, oligopolistic power, product innovation, as well as marketing strategies and the foreign collaboration. So today we are studied about the topic that is multinational corporation. In the next class we will start a new topic that is joint venture.